Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Ramadan Storytime with Sister Marsha. I'm so glad that you are able to join me today. Today we will be reading another story, and I have the pleasure of reading to you a story entitled The Two Brothers. The Two Brothers. Long, long ago, when Allah created the beautiful world, He decided to create a human being. So He created the first man, Adam, alayhi salam, or upon him be peace. Allah also created the first woman, Hawa, Eve, as a helper and loving companion to Adam. The prophet Adam and his wife happily began their lives on the earth. Imagine what the earth would have been like at that time when there were no human beings apart from them. No pollution, no noise, no crowds. There was peace and a great harmony everywhere. The prophet Adam and Hawa were blessed with two sons, Abel or Abel and Kabil or Cain. When they grew up, Abel, the younger brother, became a shepherd. He herded sheep, goats, and other animals. The elder brother, Kabil, worked as a farmer tilling the fields. One day, both decided to make a sacrifice to please their Lord. Abel took the best of his flock, while Kabil brought his crops. They usually laid out the sacrifice in a high place. If a fire came down from heaven and burnt the offering to ashes, it was a sign that Allah was pleased with it. Suddenly, a spark of light flashed and burnt Abel's offering to ashes. This showed that Allah accepted his sacrifice, but rejected Kabil's sacrifice. Kabil's failure made him hate and feel jealous of his younger brother. He felt it was Abel's fault that he was put to shame. Abel tried to explain to Kabil why his sacrifice had not been accepted. In your heart you have no fear of Allah, Abel said to his brother. This is why Allah did not accept your sacrifice. But instead of agreeing and feeling sorry for his mistake, Kabil felt hurt at being disgraced and insulted. His face darkened with anger and his heart became hardened. No, cried Kabil, I will kill you. At this threat from his elder brother, Abel did not shout back. He just said calmly, even if you raise your hand to kill me, I will not fight back, for I fear Allah, the Lord of the worlds. These fine words spoken by his younger brother could not calm Kabil, as he was blinded by jealousy and puffed up with arrogance and anger. Kabil's anger got the better of him, and he killed his innocent brother Habil. But no sooner had he done this horrifying deed than he began to change. Seeing the blood spilled all around the motionless body of his younger brother, Bill's anger slowly cooled. Now he realized what a big mistake he had made. He had acted in haste. He had done something vile. And now, thinking about it, he felt very sorry. For hours he sat nearby, shamed and grief-stricken, looking down at his brother's mute, blood-spattered body. Now I have killed my brother, said Kabil to himself in deep sorrow. But what shall I do with his body? Then Allah sent a raven, which landed on the ground near the body. The raven began to scratch the ground to tell Kabil that he should bury his brother's dead body under the earth. Woe is me, cried Kabil helplessly. I am worse even than this raven, for I cannot hide my brother's corpse. Kabil felt his meanness all the more so because even a raven could teach him a lesson. The moral of this story is that two believers should never fight with each other, even if one of them is bent on fighting the other one, like the obedient Hebel, should never fight back. The Quran says, if anyone killed a person except as punishment for murder or other corruption in the land, it shall be looked upon as if he had killed all mankind. And whosoever saved a human life shall be looked upon as if he had saved all humankind. And that comes from Surah Al-Ma'idah, or the 5th Surah and the 32nd ayat. And that is the end of our story for today. We have read our story, The Two Brothers. I hope that you took some real good lessons from this story and that you are mindful to be kind to your brother and your sister and not to fight with them. Thank you so much for joining me for today's Ramadan Storytime. I look so forward to reading another story to you. Ramadan Mubarak and Assalamu Alaikum.